back with another Arizona Cardinals franchise video. I'm going to be recording a mass ton of these videos because the NFL draft is coming up. And once the NFL draft comes up, I'm going to be so busy trying to build a roster. And I'm going to have so many people commenting, when's the roster getting done? I don't know, whenever I get off of work and I finish my 20-hour roster. So I'm going to be busy with that. I'm going to be busy doing a rebuild. So I want to get all this content in and out of the way for you guys. So that way you guys aren't asking for another Cardinals franchise video, because I know a lot of you guys like it. So I want to prioritize this series. But we are in week 9, past the trade deadline. If you missed last week, Trey Benson got injured. He's out for another 5 weeks with a broken collarbone. It should be the entire season, but I guess not. So I guess it's not that severe. It's not a broken. It seems more like it's a fracture, but I don't know if there's a difference in Madden. But either way, we are here to face the 3-4 Los Angeles Rams. They're 6th in passing defense. Good thing I never passed the ball. I mean, without Trey Benson, that might change here. If you watched to the end of the video, last video, I signed Jerome Ford because DJ Dallas and this guy Lewis are not going to be cutting it. So those are going to be our starters. Everyone else here is the same here, and we do have a development trait reveal here for Akeem Whitlock. He is only a star development. That is fine to see. Not really too upset about that. Richard Meredith comes with star development. That's nice to see as well. Again, not really that big of a deal if it's only star, as long as it's at minimum a star. We don't know Braden Porter, or is it Brandon Porter? I always forget. It's Brandon Porter. We don't know him yet because he recently became a starter because Anthony Shipp was out. And low-key, I might just keep him as a starter and then have Anthony Shipp start as the number 2. Darius Robinson, he's just kind of mid. He just doesn't really do much. All my defensive tackles get injured so much that it's really not that crazy to put him at the 3. I don't really like Darius Robinson, if I'm being honest. I'm not saying he's bad in real life, but in this Madden franchise, I'm just not really huge on him. Everyone else looks really good. We lost the Niners last week because I was just being a bozo. I was being an idiot and my offensive line wouldn't block, but other than that, let's look at the Rams team. And the Rams are going to have superstar Brock Purdy at their quarterback position. All right, that's interesting. Going to divisional rival, going from San Francisco to LA. They got Kenny Pickett as a backup, Kyron Williams, superstar development, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, who's regressed to an 82, McCole Hardman down to an 80, Gerald Everett, Jedrick Wills here, Jonah Jackson, Steve, Kevin Dotson. Honestly, a pretty good offensive line. Trevor Penning there, not very good in real life, but not bad in Madden. Braden Fisk, superstar development, Kobe Turner, 83, Daquan Jones, 74, Jared Verse, 84, and then Spaghetti, 75, Byron Young. Honestly, a pretty good edge rushing core. Carl Moore, Tre'Davious White, who's a superstar X-Factor. That's funny. I remember he was an X-Factor at the beginning of the year. Was awful, like 2 games in. Carl Moore doesn't seem that bad. 23 years old, 83 overall star development. You got Tyrann Mathieu, Cameron Curl. This is actually a pretty solid team, especially since Purdy is amazing in simulation and in gameplay, but not really that much in real life, in my opinion. But anyways, let's see if we can beat the 3-4 Los Angeles Rams to see if we can advance to 7-2 on the season. The Rams will be starting with the ball first, of course. I don't think I ever start with the ball. I always just like to have the ball at halftime. 1st and 10 for the Rams here. It will be. I thought it was going to be play action, but Kyron Williams gets the handoff. He could have easily taken that to the outside, but he didn't. 2nd down and 8, coming off a 13 rushing attempts, 60 yards, no touchdowns last week. 2nd down and 8. What do we have? It's going to be play action. I actually bid on that one. He's going to go to the flat. That's fine. He steps out of bounds. 3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5, pass committing the team. Just get the underneath routes. Got the curl route right over the middle, over the top, and that's going to be Tyson Campbell burnt in man coverage there. Who is that going to be? Number 88. I don't even know who that is. 1st and 10. Tyson Campbell has not been that great for us recently, ever since we traded our 1st-round pick for him. 1st and 10 for the Rams here. It's going to be a run play to the outside. Great shed there by Zaven Collins. Tackle for a loss. Great play. 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Pass committing the team. Of course, it's play action. Got Cooper Kupp over the middle. He's going to go to the flat again. Quick reads here by Brock Purdy. Blown up there. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. Pass committing the team here. Playing underneath specifically. That dig route was open on the outside. I mean, the out route, but it doesn't matter. The coverage sack is going to come in. It's going to be Zaven Collins, who is having an amazing first drive here. 4th and 16. They will punt the ball. That pushes them out of field goal range. Amazing play, amazing drive from Zaven Collins. 1st and 10, handing it off to our new running back, Jerome Ford here, trying to get some power. He had a great lane there, actually getting a good block from my left guard. 2nd down and 2. 2nd and 2, let's get some play action going. We're going to have Marvin Harrison wide open over the middle. Marvin Harrison across the field. Marvin Harrison past the 50, down to the 37. Huge play to start the game. 1st and 10 once again here for Jerome Ford, trying to peel to the outside. He's going to get caught. 2nd down and 10. Nice tackle from John Johnson, baby. 2nd and 10 going back to Jerome Ford to the outside here. 78, please get the block. That was just awful from 78. The guy's right in front of you. Block the one guy that's right there. 3rd and 13, tackle for a loss. Now I am on the 40 here. I think I can still kick a field goal from here. Can I? I'm gonna be a wimp here. I'm gonna go conservative, switch it to a run here. Let's see what we got. Jerome Ford does nothing for me, so that was just a bad call. I wanted to push closer into field goal range to be conservative. To the 57. Let's see if he can make this. I mean, we're basically in a dome here. SoFi Stadium isn't quite a dome, but it kind of is. Jake Bates puts the kick up, and it is drilled right down the middle. 3-0 start. I'll take it. 1st and 10 here for the Rams. To the outside, Chase Young is there for the tackle for a loss. Our defensive ends are eating today. 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Pass committing the team here. We got to get over the middle. I got that all over that. I'm going to tackle him, and that will be a 3rd and 11. Great stuff, defense. 3rd and 11, pass committing once again because our defense is amazing. They're going to do a screen play. I completely fell for it. My defensive line is getting completely pancaked. I think that was actually Tyson Campbell. 1st and 10. What a successful play call. Was this Tyson Campbell? No, it was Jaden Blackburn that just got absolutely mauled here. Got completely pancaked. I don't even know why he tried to take that on. Just absolutely mauled Jaden Blackburn. No chance. 1st and 10, sending a blitz here, and the blitz almost got in there, but it didn't quite get there. Donald Roberts in man coverage, Dexter Weldon with the tackle. 1st and 10 for number 17, Puka Nacua. I'm recognizing it already as Devontae Adams, even though he's not on their team right now. In real life, he is. 1st and 10 here to the outside is going to be Kyron Williams. Great block again from that left tackle. That left tackle keeps pancaking my team. Cody Barton with the tackle. 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7, pass committing the team here. Seriously, it's a QB draw. That's wild, dude. Wild call. He was an empty backfield. 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4, sinking the team underneath here so they can't get any short stuff, and Kenny Sears still does not understand that. Gerald Everett, 1st and 10, and that will be the end of the 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter here. We got Kyron Williams run. I get around the guard, Kevin Dotson, 2nd and 9. Good stuff. Kyron Williams, 5 rushes, -2 yards, but he has a bunch of receiving yards. 2nd down and 9. Kyron Williams once again gets a great lane there. Stiff arm as well. 1st and 10, Kyron Williams, as he's finally in the positive. 1st and 10 here, sending a blitz. They're going to do another QB blast here. What is this play calling? 2nd and 14. It's going to be a tackle for a loss, not a sack, because it's a design run by, looks like, number 48. I think that's Alfonso Watson. 2nd and 14, pass committing the team here. It will be a run. Bad call by me. Oh my gosh, he is just powering through. 3rd and 1. I thought on 2nd and 14 you would for sure pass it. I guess not. 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. They will be passing the ball on this. Interesting call as they're going to have an open target. That's going to be Cooper Kupp. They're chipping their way down the field on us. 1st and goal. 1st and goal. They're going to be throwing the ball here. Interesting call once again. They're getting too much time to the flat. Tyson Campbell blows coverage but saves the touchdown. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, we have Mac Wilson in the game. Recipe for disaster, and who would have guessed? Oh, no, it's actually not a touchdown because Kenny Sears saves it. 3rd and goal. Why do we have Mac Wilson in the game lined up on Cooper Kupp? Am I going to manually have to guard Cooper Kupp with Mac Wilson? He's not fast enough. He's not fast enough. Why is Mac Wilson in the game guarding Cooper Kupp? I come out in goal line, and dude, put another defensive back in there. Why do we have Mac Wilson out there? That's wild, dude. Touchdown Rams. 1st and 10 here. We got Jerome Ford once again. Jerome Ford, he's no Trey Benson, but he's going to try and get the job done. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, running the ball once again with Ford. Ford with great blocks. Ford trying to power. 1st and 10 for Jerome Ford. 1st and 10 once again, right back to Ford here. Good blocks except for Gary Rivers. He just ran into me. 2nd and 7. They are stacking the box now, so this will be a perfect time to dial up the play action here. 2nd down and 7. What are we going to have? That should be open on the outside. It's not going to be because we get tackled too quickly. 3rd and 7. 3rd down and 7. Going to be looking for Marvin Harrison. I could have him over the middle. Kind of a hospital pass, just not the best read. We're on our opponent's 48. I'm not punting on 4th and 3 when I'm in my opponent's territory. 4th down and 3. What are we going to have? Just take this underneath. Jaden Reese actually holds onto the ball. 1st and 10 on the 4th down conversion. Dislocated thumb for Brandon Scherf. We'll substitute him. I mean, he was injured back-to-back games now. That's a problem. 1st and 10. We got Jerome Ford once again. Jerome Ford trying to find a lane, but he can't quite do it. Left guard doesn't hold his block. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 right back to Ford. I don't like the passing defense they have. I'm trying to get a juke. John Johnson gets me, of course. 3rd and 8. Jerome Ford, man, not having Trey Benson right now is feeling like a big handicap. 3rd down and 8. Don't really like anything. I can take the underneath, actually. Trey McBride actually holds onto the ball. 4th and 2, 2-minute warning. I'm in field goal range now. I'm not going to be greedy. It sucks to convert on 4th down, then get another 4th down, and then just have to settle for a field goal. But I'll take my points when I can get them. 6-7 game against the Rams. So we got 2 minutes left before half. I'm just going to spam zone coverage. Don't allow anything deep. Bend, but don't break defense. That's what I always play here. And we just keep bending and bending and bending and bending until we eventually break, until they get into the end zone. But they got a clock to work with. 1st and 10 for the Rams once again. What are they going to have? Probably underneath. Got to follow that as Brock Purdy's going to take off. Somebody go after him. Brock Purdy with the legs, actually. 1st and 10, a minute 20 left. 1st and 10, pass committing the team, get the underneath route. I'm not fast enough for that, and I knew it was going to him. McCole Hardman with the one-handed snag. 2nd down and 5, 50 seconds left. Still not taking timeouts. Finally, there's their first timeout. 2nd and 5, pass committing the team again, right over the middle, and the slant is going to be Gerald Everett. 1st and 10, another timeout by the Rams. 1st and 10, what do we have here? I don't really like anything. Great coverage sack there by Zaven Collins. Getting the shed as well. Not really a coverage sack. He did it by himself. 2nd sack of the half. 2nd and 18 for the Rams. 2nd and 18, pass committing the team, of course, probably going to the Texas route. It's going to be too late. I thought he was about to take off. He's just going to throw the ball away. 3rd and 18. They're still in field goal range, I assume. They should probably run this, but they probably won't. 3rd and 18 for the Rams. What are they going to have? Probably the check down to the outside. What are you doing, Dexter Weldon? Have you completely turned around? No way. 82 overall, washed out Cooper Kupp, who's like 33 in this simulation, just burns my second-year player in Dexter Weldon. That's wild. They're going to get an easy chip shot before half now. Joey Sly puts it up. He puts it through. Easy chip shot. 4-point lead. 6-10 at halftime. We get the ball at half. It's just a very slow game right now without Trey Benson making those big break runs for us. I already know some people are going to be like, oh, you're not functional without Trey Benson. It's like, yeah, I'm not functional with my best offensive piece. Yeah, it's pretty hard to be functional with that, but why not take a last shot down the field? That's not even good. I don't even know why I did that, but hey, Marvin Harrison got it. Free stat pad. 1st and 10, and that will be halftime. 1st and 10 play action right after half. What do we have? I don't really like anything. I can actually fit that in there. Jaden Reese threw it a little late, but he still gets the feed in. 1st and 10, big play. 1st and 10 right back to the play action here. Could I have Marvin Harrison? I will have Marvin Harrison across the field with that same crossing route back to the inside again. Marvin Harrison, 4 catches, 109 yards. He's having a great day. So it seems like right now the plan is just to pass the ball, because Jerome Ford, he's not doing bad for what it is, but he's not doing great either. I think I could have... Why are you running the route for him? Why are you doing that? 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, I formation. Jerome Ford trying to push this up the middle. Gary Rivers didn't go up the middle for some reason. 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4. I know it seems crazy. I'm going to do an inside zone here with Jerome Ford. I think he can get it, and we do get great blocks on that Jerome Ford. 1st and goal. May seem crazy what I'm about to say, but I'm going to do a QB draw. I like QB blast a little bit better, but we're going to try this out with Kyler Murray. Kyler, don't fumble, don't fumble, don't fumble. Got 3 yards. Not bad. 2nd and goal, running mesh here. Immediately predetermining the throw. Not a good call. 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal. What are we going to have? I should have square, and that's going to be, is that Jared Verse in that? That's going to be a big play. That's going to be Byron Young on the 3. I know it's being super lame. I'm on the 3 and I should go for it. I'm going to take my 3rd field goal of the day. Jake Bates, fantasy owners are finally eating, and I bricked that. I seriously bricked that. I'm retarded. I'm just stupid. Wow. A chip shot that I just completely screwed and missed time because I was just too busy talking. I guess I'm just an idiot, dude. 1st and goal here. We're going to have a run play with Kyron Williams. He's going to get great blocks there. 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4. What do we have? Kyron Williams trying to get a 1st down, and he does. 1st and 10, trying to send in more pressure here, and he's going to try and navigate his way around, and he won't be able to do it. Chase Young meets him at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, sending a blitz to add more pressure. Kyron Williams met in the backfield by Kenny Sears. 3rd down and 10. Great stuff, defense. 3rd and 10, pass committing the team, just cover over the middle. What do we have? He's going to take the check down. That's fine. Great stuff, defense. 3 and out. Not a 3 and out, but close to it. 4th and 8, and they will be punting the ball. Defense is playing great. I need to step it up on offense. 1st and 10, what are we going to have here? That's going to be wide open over the middle. What? Why are you diving for that? What kind of throw is that, Kyler? Hits him square in the hands. I know he was diving, but come on. That was so open. It did not need to be overextended like that. 2nd down and 10, I'm going to have Jerome Ford in the flat. Not really the best read by me. 3rd and 9. 3rd down and 9. Will I have that? I'm not going to. I'll take the underneath. I'll go for it on 4th if I have to. 4th and 2, I'm going to go for this. My offense has been dormant the entire time because of me. I need to step it up. 4th and 2. I'm going to go right back to him. Jaden Reese with the catch and down right there. Make sure he gets down so he doesn't get the ball knocked out. 4th down conversion again. 1st and 10. They got a heavy line. They're sending a blitz as well. Jerome Ford swerves it out, trying to get a stiff arm, and he makes it a 1st and 10. Great run there by Jerome Ford. 2nd and 10 here. Jerome Ford trying to push off a guy. He does. Only gets it to a 3rd and 9. He's really not that good. And again, I know he's like an 80 overall, but I honestly expect a little bit better. We're really struggling without our run game. 3rd down and 9. What are we going to have? I'm gonna check down. I don't like my options. Jerome Ford up the field, trying to power, and he gets the 1st and 10. Great stuff. We're slowly chipping away. 1st and 10 here, right back to Jerome Ford. Great blocks by the lineman. They get a hand in there, but Jerome Ford with the power, they're gonna drag him backwards. 2nd and inches, 14 rushes, 57 yards from Jerome Ford. Not the best, not the worst, but we're still prioritizing the run game. 2nd down and inches. We got Jerome Ford getting good blocks. I just ran into 2 guys, and he still powers through them. 1st and 10. That will be the end of the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10. We got play action here. Maybe the corner's going to be open. Nothing's going to be open. Move to the side, tight end. Don't really like anything. Going to take it with Kyler. His first rush of the day. His second rush. He had a QB draw before. 1st and 10. I need to do that more often. I just always forget. 2nd down and 10. Should have that wide open over the middle, and that's going to be Jaden Reese. Thankfully, the linebacker did not have a brain to play that, and that will be our first touchdown of the day in Jaden Reese's, and of course, Kyler Murray's first touchdown of the day because, you know, it's the Cardinals. But anyways, poor explaining there. 13 to 10 pending the extra point here, and that will be good from Jake Bates. So we got to try and clutch up on defense. It really sucks that I have to say that, but the defense has been playing pretty good today. 1st and 10, sending a blitz here to add pressure on Kyron Williams. Tackle for a loss. Who was that meeting him? I think it was Chase Young and Cody Barton. 2nd and 13. We've been shutting them down all day. 2nd and 13 here. They will be running the ball again. Bad pursuit there by Zaven Collins. Jaden Blackburn saves a 1st down. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. Pass committing the team here. What are we going to have? Probably underneath. Step up on that ball. What are you doing, Tyson Campbell? Oh my gosh. He is awful. Can't believe I traded away Stephon Gilmore. I also traded away BJ Ojolari in a 1st-round pick. You're right here, one step forward. One step forward, and this is a pick. And not only does he miss the pick, he doesn't bother to tackle him. His arms are wrapped around his shoulder. Grab him. Awful mechanics. Awful game mechanics. That's so bad, dude. That's so bad. 1st and 10 here. They're going back to Kyron Williams. He's going to get the edge. Thankfully, Cody Barton saves a huge play. 2nd and 6. 2nd down and 6. Probably going back to the run, trying to drain this clock out a little bit, I'm assuming. Darius Robinson pushes him forward. 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. They're not going to be running the ball. Interesting call. To the outside. Kenny Sears 100% could have jumped that ball. 1st and 10 for Mecole Hardman again. We need to get better on these 3rd down conversions. I could have jumped that. That was 100% my fault. I didn't expect him to throw it immediately. 1st and goal for the Rams. 1st and goal for the Rams once again, probably going over the middle. He's trying to roll to the outside. He's not going to be able to get away. Chase Young with the coverage sack. 2nd and goal, down to the 16. 2nd and goal, pass committing the team here. What do we have? Of course, it is a pass. Going underneath to Cooper Kupp. I'm using Cody Barton. Got the tackle. 3rd and goal on the 11. Just do not choke. That is the only thing that I ask. 3rd and goal, pass committing the team again. What do we have? Just don't let them go over the middle. I got that all day. 4th and goal. Will they go for it or will they go for the tie? I'm going to play it for a safe man right here. Joey Sly is going to put it up and put it through. He makes his chip shot. If I made mine earlier, we would have this lead, but I control the clock. 3 minutes left. Again, I don't have Trey Benson, so of course it's going to be harder, but I can definitely make a deep kick with Jake Bates. So we're just going to ground and pound here. I'm not going to run shoe clock yet, but I do want to get this, of course, past the 50 first. And Jerome Ford, horrible start there. Braden Fisk, insta sheds. 2nd 11 tackle for a loss. 2nd 11 going right back to Jerome Ford here. Gary Rivers with a good block. I just didn't read it right, but 3rd down and 5. That's manageable. 3rd and 5, we got verticals going. I'm going to take Trey McBride underneath. That's going to be a 1st and 10 down to the 43. That is huge. I'm going to start running shoe clock now, and that will be the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. I don't know why I'm throwing the ball. Oh my God, dude. I don't know why I'm throwing the ball. Tyrann Mathieu insta steps up on the ball, immediately reads where I'm throwing, and I'm gonna throw another game. I just can't believe I continue to do this shit, bro. 1st and 10 for the Rams here. What do we have? To the inside is gonna be Cooper Kupp. Do I let them score? I mean, if they get inside, I probably will. 2nd down and 2. What are we going to have? He has way too much time. He's going to check down here. No way he doesn't finish that tackle. 1st and 10 down to the 48. 1st and 10 here. We got man coverage. Please just cover over the middle. Another check. Dude, another curl route. Was that Tyson Campbell? Step up on the ball. First and 10 here. We got Kyron Williams. I'm sending a blitz. They're just going to run the clock down, and that should be the game. I didn't even call a timeout. No, of course, it's an injury timeout that I didn't call for. Nice. Thanks. Second down and 6 here. We're going to have Kyron Williams trying to get him in the backfield. We got him now. Going to take my second timeout. Hopefully we can force a field goal, and then hopefully we can drive down the field. We got Budda Baker in the zone. Switch to man coverage here. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to do another run play. Get to the outside. Get to the outside. Great tackle there from Tyson Campbell. Thank you. My only time I'm going to give him praise. Pectoral strain, not strange, Dr. Strange here by the eye of Agamotto, but pectoral strain here for Brandon Porter. Boo-hoo. Suck it up. We're in the late stage of the game. I'm going to play a safe man here. I better clutch up. They're going to easily get this with Joey Sly. Joey Sly, he puts it up on the way and through. I choked it with the kick earlier. I choked it driving down the field. I controlled the clock. I passed the ball anyways. I had the game in the bag, and I don't know why I picked a pass play. It was in coach suggestions, and I just ran with it. Second down and 10. They're sending a heavy blitz to the outside. We're going to have Trey McBride. Please just get out of bounds. We're in field goal range now. First and 10. I don't want to sell this. I don't have any timeouts left. I'm going to try and work the sideline. If we stay in bounds for one play, I'm insta spike it. First and 10. Once again, what are we going to have? Trey McBride is open again. I'm not trying to cheese tight end attack, but it's working pretty well. First and goal inside the 9. I have to go for a touchdown. I have to go for a touchdown here. First and goal, going to be looking for Marvin Harrison. I might have him right over the middle. Marvin Harrison drops the ball. I know it was a hospital pass, but that was the game winner. Second and goal, going to be looking for Rondale Moore. I think I might have him over the middle. Rondale Moore forces his way in, and I clutch after choking. After choking, I clutch. Rondale Moore saves us. Kyler Murray's second touchdown of the day. After screwing up that field goal, even though I don't have Trey Benson, I clutched it. My defense did great today, and that should be it. And of course, I'm going to power squib this. I'm not going to give them any more chances. I should have just ended it earlier. I'm glad I fixed my mistake. This is a hard Rams team. I don't care if they're 3-4. You have a 97 overall quarterback here. You got great receivers, a great offensive line. Like it really honestly was a pretty difficult game to get around. They need more than 3 points, of course. They need a touchdown. So I'm going to play my guys all the way back. Budda Baker's in the zone, so that helps a lot. He's just going to go to a check down. Awful call. They're going to take a timeout. 4 seconds left. This should be the last play of the game. It will be the last play of the game. My guys, Chase Young got pancaked, and what is he going to do? He's going to run with the ball. Elite read there from Brock Purdy, and that will be the game. 20-16 as I pull it off in the clutch after choking twice. So either way, even if I don't have Trey Benson, I still won that one. My defense did a great job today. We just stuck with the bend but don't break defense. We ran some blitzes there. Defensive line did a great job. Huge switch up there. Passing the ball a lot more with Kyler Murray. 104 pass rating, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, as 40 was his longest pass here. 258 yards. Kyron Williams shut him down today. 2.5 per carry. Jerome Ford, 4.1 per carry. Really not that bad, but not the best, you know. Trey McBride came in clutch there at the end. Marvin Harrison, 109 yards. Jaden Reese with a touchdown and 48 yards. And Rondale Moore, his first reception today was a touchdown. The game-sealing touchdown. Tyler Young, nobody on the offensive line allowed a sack there, but Tyler Young with 2 pancakes. Marvin Harrison with 2 pancakes. 14 total tackles for Cody Barton. He had a great game. Kenny Sears with 11 tackles for a loss. 3 for Zaven Collins and Chase Young. They were both great. 2 sacks for Zaven Collins, 1 for Chase Young, and then 0 interceptions for Garrett Williams. But yeah, that will be another win as we move on to 7-2. We have a bye week. I'll just do it in this episode because why not? 85 overall team, 22nd in passing yards, number 1 in rushing yards. They'll probably go down because of our current situation. We have some upgrade players here. Who am I interested in? Marvin Harrison, absolutely. Want to keep going into physical? Do I already have honorary lineman on him? I think so, but I do like the physical. +1 release is still big to me. Yeah, honorary lineman is huge. Darius Robinson here, honestly, I just don't care. He can just get auto upgraded. And then I think all these other guys, Alfonso Watson. Actually, Alfonso Watson, I want to focus zone coverage all the time because that's the only thing I play. So even if he doesn't go up in overall, I'm going to focus zone coverage. +3 zone coverage is big. 67 zone coverage, not the best, but it is what it is. And of course, I'm going to auto upgrade the rest of these guys. And after the bye week, we're going to be playing the Rams back to back. Wow, what a boring way to end this video as we're going to face the 3-6 Rams who we just played. Now we're coming off a bye week and we get home field advantage, so it should be a win, but you never know. I could choke it again. Tyler Young and all these other guys, I'm just going to auto upgrade as well. But yeah, there's nothing else to talk about because we're playing the Rams back-to-back. Bad schedule making, but I guess it is what it is. They don't really have to travel that far because, you know, LA and Arizona, not too far, but of course not super close together like, you know, the Chargers and the Rams playing in the same stadium. Either way, nice team. We got 4 more weeks, actually 3 more weeks till we get Trey Benson. That bye week actually came in clutch for us. Trey Benson, 99 overall with the morale here. Out for 3 more weeks. We got to play the Rams, 2 other teams, and then we'll be good. But anyways, guys, apart from that, hope you guys enjoy the future videos and this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.